Joining us via Zoom for more is Dr. Rashid Rahman, who is the Executive Director of the Africa Center for Parliamentary Affairs. Doc, I'm grateful that you joined us. But Doc, both sides of Parliament have still not been able to reach a consensus, refusing to cede to the other. Yet Parliament is scheduled to sit on Friday. What do you see ahead in the first sitting of the first meeting of the 8th Parliament?
Actually, I just plead with them we still have, between now and 10 a.m. tomorrow, I think we still have some number of hours. And there is still an opportunity for them to try and find some form of an agreement. Otherwise, I foresee maybe something happening similar to what we saw on January 7th. And this is going to bring, indeed, more embarrassment to us as a country. I'm currently out of the country, and today where I am, I was watching TV, and you know, there was a discussion about, you know, how the challenges the United States is facing and the challenges about setbacks to democracy and so on. And they quickly said, no, just look here around the corner. I mean, our neighbor Ghana, I mean, you know, it's not a good sign for us as a country. And I just hope that some cool heads will prevail. And then I hope that both sides will realize that at this moment, there is no legal document that can resolve this problem. Not the standing orders, not the Constitution. What is going to resolve this is dialogue between the two sides. None of them is going to get what they want, 100% no. And they have to wake up to that reality very, very fast. You know, the MPP might not get 100% of what it wants. The NDC might not get 100% of what it wants. They have to put the cards on the table, and I think by some form of continuous dialogue, agree on who takes what. That's the only way we can get out of this.
Okay, so this is the scenario in Parliament right now. The majority, or the NPP, claims, with the Formina MP writing to the Speaker to say he wants to sit with the NPP caucus, it makes them the majority in Parliament with 138. The NDC says no. The Formina MP still remains an independent candidate, but can decide to vote for the NPP in matters. In this matter, and with what you know, who should be more considerate here?
Well, I mean, if what we are hearing from the Honorable Kyei-Mensah-Bonsu, from the clip that you played about how the Right Honorable Speaker was selected, I mean, I think he says that at the end of the day, it wasn't based on any numbers. It was now down to some kind of consensual agreement. If that is the case, the assumption is that there was a lot of giving by the MPP. And perhaps this is the time, if indeed, again, I emphasize, if indeed that is the case, in my personal opinion, perhaps it's the time for NDC to also give in. You know, irrespective of who becomes a majority caucus or minority caucus, I think at the end of the day, you know, they can't run away from the numbers. And I heard the Honorable Haruna speak about 137. I mean, of course, that's what we have officially. And again, the standing orders talk about, you know, the majority caucus or somebody who is majority leader is one who leads party or parties that form the majority. Now, I think they have to agree. Again, this will be true dialogue. I mean, that maybe the honorable independent member, our second deputy speaker, even though independent, could be considered as a party. Otherwise, in the strict sense of the word, you can't define him as a party. I mean, he's an independent member standing, I mean, on an independent foot, and that was what brought him to Parliament, not a political party. So I think all these are matters that require a lot of dialogue. But at the end of the day, I think actually it's all about, you know, making sure that they please don't go to the House tomorrow without clear agreements. Otherwise, on the morning of January 7, we did not foresee what was coming, but now we foresee what could happen. And I think they have a very heavy responsibility to try to save the situation. And, we were discussing with you the other day on your program about these standing orders and so on. Like I said, perhaps this is the time to not only revise our standing orders, but also to think about, as part of that revision, a committee of the future, that can sit down and start imagining scenarios that we never thought about.
Envisaged. I'm grateful that you joined us. Dr. Rashid Rahman is Executive Director of the Africa Center for Parliamentary Affairs.